Man, I got myself in a fucked up ass situation, dog. I don't know what the fuck to do, dog. Nah, I mean, really tell you the truth, I do know what to do, but I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. Bro, for the last 6 months, I've been having a motherfucking $22 million contract debating on shit I do the deal or not. Know what I'm saying? I'm like, should I take the 22 million or fuck the 22 million? Fuck the 22 million.
I already know, man. We had to come out here for my brother Flipper, man. Silly, just like my brother Glock said, man. Whenever you see me, you see him. God, it's paper route for life. I'm talking about till we meet again, my bro. Real talk. Look at all this love out here, man. From Houston to Memphis. In the trenches with it, for real. Long live Flipper. Look at the wild, man. Check it out.
When the rumor gonna say he was buying cookies for his grandma.
That's what we heard.
That's what I would say right now.
Well, everybody's wrong.
He got 2 lemon and 2 strawberry cookies. So they was really for his mother.
Everybody's wrong. He was at Makita's leaving a deposit to rent out the parking lot for the turkey drive to get back to the community, because that day we were doing the turkey drive because Jay Fizzle did his the day before, Snoop and Woo did theirs the day before, so Dolph was gonna do his that Thursday, right? He pulled off for like 5 minutes and he never does that. What do you really think he was going in there to buy some cookies? If I ask you right now what was Dolph doing when the incident happened, I'm pretty sure 90% of the people in the room are gonna say he was buying cookies for his grandma.
That's what we heard.
That's what I would say right now.
Well, everybody's wrong. He was at Makita's leaving a deposit to rent out the parking lot for the turkey drive to get back to the community, because that day we were doing the turkey drive because Jay Fizzle did his the day before, Snoop and Woo did theirs the day before, so Dolph was gonna do his that Thursday, right? He pulled off for like 5 minutes and he never does that. He was at Makita's leaving a deposit to rent out the parking lot for the turkey drive to get back to the community, because that day we were doing the turkey drive because Jay Fizzle did his the day before, Snoop and Woo did theirs the day before, so Dolph was gonna do his that Thursday. But that wasn't what he was there for. He was there, they didn't want the money, but the type of person he wasn't gonna come over there and just like roach a freeload off of it, you feel me? He pulled up on some like, I'll be right back. I'm finna go over there and chunk them this money, bro. So when they pull up with the box truck with the turkeys, we already set up and we don't interrupt their business, because it's a busy holiday season. It's Thanksgiving. Everybody want their pies, everybody want their cookies, right? So he paid them off for the day, and you know, this incident happened. He pulled up on some like, I'll be right back. I'm finna go over there and chunk them this money, bro. So when they pull up with the box truck with the turkeys, we already set up and we don't interrupt their business. He pulled up on some like, I'll be right back. I'm finna go over there and chunk them this money, bro. So when they pull up with the box truck with the turkeys, we already set up and we don't interrupt their business.
He was all over the city of Memphis. His largest year of giving was to be this year. He was giving through our family foundation, the Ida Mae Foundation. He worked with me closely to plan the programs for that foundation for this year. He gave away turkeys, not just in Castalia, but he gave away turkeys throughout South Memphis this year before this year. He gave away turkeys in the community of Westwood. He gave away turkeys in the community of Lemoyne Gardens. He gave away turkeys in Hickory Ridge.
Yeah, my free turkey giveaway, you know what I'm saying? We giving this shit out, man, you know what I'm saying? And this shit free. And I got my boy Mon in the club with me like a Band-Aid. You better, what tell him, Mon? Yeah, gang shit, gang, baby. Follow y'all niggas.
What the fuck going on?
And also, of course, Castalia Heights. He gave away 200 turkeys to each of those communities for a total of 800 turkeys this year. He visited the West Cancer Center to show his appreciation for the frontline workers at that cancer center. We were planning a program that he was looking forward to attending and participating in. He was very excited about it. We went through with those programs. It was the Angel Tree Prison Fellowship Christmas program, and we held that program at Abyssinian Missionary Baptist Church. He was all over the city of Memphis.
Let me get 3 lemon cookies and some, huh?
I'm glad it happened in this neighborhood if it had to happen, because I was able to be with him. His mother and his father was able to be with him. As he lay there, had he been somewhere else, I would not have been able to be with him and care for him in his time of need.
I'm glad it happened in this neighborhood.
This Dolph land right here. Real Dolph land.
Writing by Caravaggio. This has become one of my favorite Caravaggio paintings. I like it for its relative simplicity, a simplicity that is in fact deceptive. Even the plain background, devoid of any details, is important. It serves to strengthen and accentuate the composition and its message. We see an aging St. Jerome, draped more artistically and symbolically than realistically in a beautiful red cloak, as he is working intently on his translation of the scriptures. There are 3 very big books on a solid wooden table. One is open, with a skull resting on it. The skull mirrors St. Jerome's bald pate on the right side of the composition. The teeth of the skull simply biting or attacking the book. It could be a subtle touch of humor that Caravaggio has added, as if the saint is still trying to get his teeth into his work, even after his demise. His right arm is outstretched and holding a quill which is being dipped into an inkwell. But it also links him metaphorically in a straight line to the skull, his skull, and thus to death. The index finger of his left hand seems to be holding a place in the pages of the book that he is working on. It is as if he wants to physically enter the pages of the book. However, Jerome is also fixedly and obsessively staring at his own hand rather than at the text. He seems to be contemplating his own mortal flesh. The other important element in the composition is the white cloth placed artistically and symbolically under the books and the skull. It contrasts starkly with Jerome's bright red cape. Its pale lifelessness is another subliminal reminder of our departure from life. In fact, it is reminiscent of a shroud. So the whole picture emphasizes mortality. It is a memento mori, but it is very human too. Caravaggio has entered the essence of St. Jerome's mind, as he is trying to work hard on his translation, his mission. Death is on his mind as much as his work. He is trying to distract himself through his work from death, but he cannot manage to do so. He cannot totally forget it. It is constantly there. There is no escape.
My auntie loved y'all, but my grandmama came here, my uncle came
feel me? He pulled up on some like, I'll be right back. I'm finna go over there and chunk him this money, bruh.
So when they pull up with the box truck with the turkeys, we already set up and we don't interrupt their business. He was at Makita's leaving a deposit to rent out the parking lot for the turkey drive to get back to the community, because that day we were doing the turkey drive because Jay Fizzle did his the day before, Snoop and Woo did theirs the day before, so Dolph was gonna do his that Thursday. Jay Fizzle did his the day before, Snoop and Woo did theirs the day before.
You said your parents weren't shit.
They won.
You said your parents weren't shit.
They won.
He got 2 lemon and 2 strawberry cookies. So they was really for his mother. He got 2 lemon and 2 strawberry cookies. So they was really for his mother.
Doing drugs, kind of threw us off balance. Split your family.
First time I couldn't make it, I couldn't walk. You dig? The second time he came, I was there. But I couldn't go. Yeah, he tried to call me on stage. I couldn't go. I knew in my soul I couldn't go, see, because I'd have crashed out about something. It's a conflict of interest. I promised my great cousin I wouldn't interrupt this family. But now that I'm seeing all these pictures, all these people and all this shit going on, all this shit, a lot of shit not adding up, man. This shit ain't adding up, bro. You gotta remember, I'm a man too. My motherfucker been a man since he met me, pimp. Shit wasn't no mistake. Let my baby die in vain thinking he didn't supposed to be born. My nigga say, at one point, I ain't supposed to be born. Where the fuck you get that from? Nigga, this wasn't no motherfucking happenstance, nigga. I was a Mac. Thoroughbred young boss. Nigga don't give a fuck about what 8 or 180. You gonna respect the pimpin' in Chicago, a bitch you done gone crazy. That mean you a freezing snow bat naked. Or you goddamn get involved in this game and not respect it. On my mama, nigga, it's cold in Chicago.
Did you dated Diane?
Hey, bruh, I don't want to talk about that right now. I don't want to talk about that right now, man. I just told you when I first called you, man, some shit ain't adding up, man. And I mean that shit, bruh. I don't want to talk about it right now, though. I'll talk about it in court. Well, look, this one I'm going to do. Girl, I said, no. You call her, and you goddamn tell her you talk to me and ask her do she want to talk to me, pimp. Because bro, I went to Memphis. Somebody decided they didn't want to show up when I went there, pimp. I went to Castalia, pimp. I stayed out there 6 hours getting high, man. Me and my dog bite. For some reason, me and dog looked the same.
You gotta watch your back out here, man. Your family will set you up. Your friends will set you up. If they jealous of you, I don't care how nice they is. Just because a devil shake your hand, that don't mean he ain't gonna stab you in the back later. I'm just saying. You gotta watch your back out here, man.
Literally just keyed into this, and I never even have ever said anything about this. Somebody said, why do people think you have something to do with it?
My name is Mia J. I'm here with my children, Arya and Adolph Thornton III. And I have things on a note card, but Auntie, she illustrated Adolph's character better. I mean, I can't even do it any better because everything that she said was spot on. He was a man after God's own heart. I often would call him. He'd tell him that he had a heart of David. He was just such a giver, had such a genuine golden heart. And I can remember when we first got together, and he was so busy. He was so busy. I was like, oh, he's so busy. But I would always say, I'm stick around though because he has such a great heart. And my friends would say, like, why do you say that? And I'm like, he just has a really, like, he doesn't mean to treat me any type of way. I can tell he just has a good heart and he's just really trying to be focused to do something for the betterment of his family. And it was like I had that intuition. And I think that he's more than deserving to have a street named after him in honor of him, to continue the legacy so children of this community can be able to look forward to just being above what their environment presents them.
Jeremy Pierre was the first to report this sobering news. He joins us live. And Jeremy, there are pictures of two possible suspects floating around on social media. In the last 10 minutes, you have confirmed these pictures are legitimate. Let's see them.
Yeah, and we've seen these pictures all over the internet. Look, I sent them to 3 separate law enforcement sources, and look, this surveillance camera right here caught their images. Two gunmen. I want to get straight to it. Take a look at your screen, folks. It's very vivid. You see that these men both have guns. Two gunmen.
I swear I wish this shit, man, like, it's my nigga though. It's all good.
He know what we finna do to him though. I swear he do. He know what we finna do to him though. I swear he do. He know what we finna do to him though. I swear he do.
You didn't make Moochie's drive. You only went to Kenny Money's.
Yeah, I didn't even get to go to either one.
Because I was going to go down and link with Moochie. And then it was just like that shit happened. So we ain't even go participate in it.
You didn't make Moochie's drive. You only went to Kenny Money's.
Yeah, I didn't even get to go to either one. Because I was going to go down and link with Moochie. And then it was just like that shit happened. So we ain't even go.
It's a big deal. We're proud of the work that everybody you see standing up here has done, and even some that you don't see. There are a lot of unseen heroes that participate in this case that you'll hear about them, but unfortunately you won't be able to see their faces. I also want to thank the clerk's office for allowing us to use their space, and I'm told this is the first time that the Marshal Service has held a press conference in this space, so I think this is certainly fitting and proper that we do this. So we're going to give you a few updates in this investigation. So as you know, the U.S. Marshal Service is the federal government's primary agency for fugitive investigations. I think we are the best of the best. We get results.
And today's announcements demonstrates that.
When the Two Rivers Violent Fugitive Task Force, thank you. Sorry, there was somebody's recorder here.
Yeah, is it still recording?
It is. Okay. When the Two Rivers Violent Fugitive Task Force was asked to participate in this fugitive investigation,
Since that time, we've logged hundreds and hundreds of hours into trying to apprehend Justin Johnson, even before the reward announcement. And once a reward announcement was made, we received over 500 tips.
We went through that process of vetting those tips and reaching out to our partners across the Southeast to help us check addresses. And I'll just tell you a few of the places that we checked.
Went to Indianapolis, Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, and Hampton, Virginia, checking different addresses and following up on tips. We were very diligent in what we did.
And yesterday, with the with assistance of our headquarters Investigative Operations Division, headquartered at Marshall's headquarters in Arlington, Virginia, we got a tip that Justin Johnson was traveling on Highway 42 in Indiana. So we contacted the Great Lakes, U.S. Marshals Great Lakes Regional Fugitive Task Force and asked for their assistance. And so through a coordinated effort, they were able to stop a vehicle as it pulled into a truck stop in Brazil, Indiana, just outside of Terre Haute. And Justin Johnson was safely taken into custody. And I just want to also give credit to the Indiana State Police, the Putnam County Sheriff's Office, and the Terre Haute, Indiana Police Department for their assistance. And once he was taken into custody, we also identified a second person that was in the vehicle with him.
This man that goes by the name of Shondale, I'll spell his name S-H-O-N-D-A-L-E, Barnett, B-A-R-N-E-T-T. Shondale Barnett, date of birth is February 6, 1994. He's originally from Memphis, but lives in Dallas.
Shondale Barnett is a person who we believe was providing assistance to Justin since we've been looking for him. And he now faces charges of accessory after the fact to first-degree murder. He's being housed at the Clay County, Indiana jail, and he will face, there was a state warrant that the marshals filed on him. And so he will face the, go through the extradition process of being extradited back here to Shelby County. Now, Justin Johnson, on the other hand, he was transported to the Knox County, Indiana jail. And he was booked on a violation of federal supervised release. He went before a federal magistrate in the Southern District of Indiana this morning at 11:30. He waived his identity hearing and he waived his bond hearing. So in essence, he has agreed to come back to face the federal supervised release charges in the Western District of Tennessee. And he will go before a judge in this building, go before a federal magistrate and have an initial appearance on that charge. I can't give you a timeline for safety purposes, but just know that when he's ready to be transported, the marshals will be bringing him back here to this building to face those charges.
I want to thank Chief Davis for the confidence that she has in our office. Whenever their investigators, they do a tremendous job. MPD is just, you won't find a better agency when it comes to investigating crime. But when they get a warrant, I appreciate the confidence they have in us. They'll call the marshals because they know that they're going to get results. I also want to thank our partner agencies on our task force. Chief Davis provides task force officers on our task force, as well as Shelby County Sheriff Floyd Bonner,
Fayette County Sheriff Bobby Rouse, and the Tennessee Department of Correction. We have a great working relationship and a great partnership, and I just want you all to know that we do what we can to keep this community safe and apprehend violent fugitives on the run. I also want to thank General Wyrick.
She's committed to prosecuting violent offenders in our community, and that's refreshing.
Whenever we call, we need something from General Wyrick, she's always there, just a phone call away, and I just appreciate her. I also want to thank, as I said before,
there's some guys on our task force that they have ate, slept, and drank Justin Johnson ever since this happened. I mean, I have to tell you, those guys took it a little bit personal, and you definitely could see that. I mean, they fielded calls all night long. They would come in, no sleep, eyes red, red from lack of sleep, not red from anything else. And
I just thought I would clarify that.
Just want to tell you that, you won't find a more committed group of guys, and it's that way throughout the Marshal Service. We pride ourselves on our work. That star been shining bright since 1789, and it's shining bright today. We do what we do, and we do it for the safety of our community. I'm going to step away, and next you'll hear from Chief Davis, and I think at the conclusion we'll answer what we're able to. Thank you, Chief.
Good afternoon. So what I'll do is provide just a bit of a summary of the MPD's work towards this particular case and the apprehension of these two wanted individuals.
So on Wednesday, November 17, 2021, at approximately 12:24 p.m., Memphis police officers responded to a shooting at 2370 Airways Boulevard, Makiba's Homemade Cookies. Upon arrival, officers located 36-year-old Adolph Thornton Jr., known as Young Dolph, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Thornton was pronounced deceased on the scene by Memphis Fire Department personnel. After an exhaustive investigation by MPD staff, investigators, and supervisors, many who are in this room right now, 23-year-old Justin Johnson and 32-year-old Cornelius Smith were apprehended. Justin Johnson, who is a wanted person of interest in the murder of young Dolph, Adolph Thornton, is now in custody, thanks to the Marshal Service and their dogged, relentless, and unwavering commitment to getting this individual off the street. Cornelius Smith is now in custody as well, pending the following charges:
First-degree murder, criminal attempt to first-degree murder, convicted felon in possession of a handgun, employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, and theft of property in the amount of $10,000 to $60,000. These arrests would not have been possible without the dedicated men and women of the Memphis Police Department and our partners, specifically our homicide unit. Last year, these investigators handled more than 300 homicide cases. They work day in and day out trying to identify individuals with the same type of aggression and unwavering intrepid spirit that was involved in this particular case. And without the assistance of our partners, and this is a short list of individuals or groups that we need to identify. Of course, the United States Marshals, Marshal Tyrese Miller and his team, the Two Rivers Violent Fugitive Task Force, the Multi-Agency Gang Unit, MGU, Shelby County Sheriff's Department, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, the Covington Police Department, the South Haven Police Department, the DeSoto County Sheriff's Department, the Indiana State Police, and the Putnam County Sheriff's Department. The Memphis Police Department would also like to thank all the men and women who were involved in this investigation for their dedication and hard work. We also would like to thank the hundreds of citizens, not just from our area, but from around the country, who provided tips throughout this investigation to ensure these individuals were brought to justice.
Thank you to our citizens and to the public for trusting the Memphis Police Department and utilizing our Crime Stoppers Anonymous tip line. This is an ongoing investigation. Thank you very much. And at this particular time, I'd like to ask our District Attorney General, Amy Wyrick, for remarks.
Good afternoon. As you have heard, the list of people and the energy involved and the work dedicated to apprehending these two individuals has been limitless. This case will be handled in the District Attorney's office by 3 of our ADAs, Paul Hagerman, Austin Schofield, and Joey Griffith, who are assigned to our Crime Strategies and Narcotics Prosecution Unit. Because of the criminal histories involved in the individuals charged, the case will be assigned to our Special Prosecution Unit Division 7, which handles, as you all know, repeat violent felony offenders. You've heard us thank, and it has to be said again, the hard work of the men and women standing behind me and the agencies that they represent, and the sleepless nights and the countless hours that they have dedicated to this case that we're here talking about, but all of the others that they are working on and doing the same in terms of bringing someone to justice so that victims of these crimes can have closure and so that we as a community can have that closure as well. I wanted to take just a minute and clarify a few things regarding the criminal history of Justin Johnson. So you've heard that Cornelius Smith was indicted by the Shelby County Grand Jury yesterday. You've heard the charges that he was indicted on. As for Justin Johnson, in July of 2015, at the age of 17, he was charged with aggravated rape and aggravated robbery at the gunpoint. The victim in that case was a woman at an Econo Lodge. He was found delinquent. He was placed in the custody of the Department of Children's Services until his 19th birthday. Our office filed a transfer request in that case that was denied, and he was placed on the Violent Juvenile Sex Offender Registry. In January of 2017, January 31st to be specific, he shot 3 people at the Billy Hardwick bowling alley, and many of you all have covered that case. In February of 2017, he was arrested on that case after MPD solved it. In May of 2017, he pled guilty to 5 years concurrent for the shooting in the Billy Hardwick case. In November of 2017, he asked a criminal court judge to be released from that sentence, and the judge granted that request. That was 9 months of time on a 5-year sentence. In May of 2018, he was arrested with a handgun and illegal drugs. The next day, he posted a $7,500 bond. A week later, he was arrested for violating the conditions of his probation with the new gun and the new drug case. 3 days later, he posted a $15,000 bond on that violation of probation. He was indicted by the federal government in July of 2018 as part of a weekly and quite literally daily communication between our office and the U.S. Attorney's Office on all gun cases. You guys have covered stories over the years of Project Safe Neighborhoods, and this indictment in this case was the work of that joint effort of federal, state, and local law enforcement coming together literally every week to review every gun arrest. And this case was indicted by the feds, as I mentioned, in July of 2018. His state bond was revoked in February of 2019. That same month, the state judge ordered that his sentence in the state court be run consecutive to any sentence that he may receive in the federal system. And in May of 2021, he had done his time in the federal system and was released from the Federal Bureau of Prisons. As for Cornelius Smith, he has a prior from 2011, a criminal attempt aggravated robbery and an aggravated assault for which he received a 3-year sentence. So I hope that helps clarify. Our office has fielded a lot of questions, and perhaps others of you in the room have as well, about why Justin Johnson was out of custody. I hope this tells you why, and the short answer is because of the laws of the state of Tennessee, and because of the criminal justice system that we operate in every day. Again, he did 9 months on a 5-year sentence. He was entitled to ask the judge to be released, and that request was granted, and he was on probation for those state charges, and that's when he picked up the federal cases as well. So with that, I think we will open it up to questions. I'll turn it back over to Marshall Miller, but again, just want to say thank you to everybody in this room that has worked so hard on this, everybody that is not here, and I think it shows that this is a joint effort, federal, state, and local, for the pursuit of justice for anyone who wants to commit violent crime and wreak havoc on the streets of Shelby County.
Marshall Miller, is there any evidence you can elaborate or disclose to the public that ties Mr. Johnson to the young Dolph killing?
We handled the fugitive investigation only. The investigative agency into the shooting of young Dolph was handled by the Memphis Police Department, so any questions about their investigation will have to be addressed with them.
Chief,
Davis, I got a question for you.
Chief, can you answer that question?
You know what we're talking about, Covington investigation?
Chief, can you answer that question?
I can try. Well, at this particular time, we can't get into the details just yet because we're still pending indictments. And the specifics, we had enough probable cause to actually put out this wanted flyer for Justin Johnson. And we have enough information to ensure that he will see his day in court. But right now, we can't provide the specifics about it because it's still pending that indictment.
Do you have a theory on motive?
Not just yet. There has been just a wealth of tips and information and leads and putting this case together. And our officers and investigators have been working since this particular case began. Lots of rumors and innuendo, but we're really trying to sift through to the truth and what the real motives are. We're just not ready to put that out there right now.
To your knowledge, are these two suspects the two people caught in the video outside of McCain's?
We can't say 100%, but we have enough information to have pushed this particular case to the point that it is now and pursue this in a court of law. There was enough evidence, enough material evidence, enough support and witnesses to be able to get this case to this point without me jeopardizing an indictment and information that will come out in the grand jury. That's about all I can say. And because of the fact that I'm not the investigator, and I don't want to put them in a position where they're revealing too much as well.
Are there going to be any more arrests? Understanding that these two people are here right now.
It is very possible. It is very possible. Once we, continue to conduct this investigation, there's no telling where it could potentially lead. There could be other individuals that are implicated in this particular homicide.
Are you all in conjunction with Covington Police to help them in their investigation as well? Because I know the white Mercedes-Benz is involved in.
We are all working together. That's why I outlined all of those different agencies, because at some point in time in this investigation, our investigators have had touch points with various other individuals, other law enforcement personnel around the country. So absolutely. Thank you.
Suspects get on y'all's radar. It seems like it was fast moving starting about December. Was there a break? Is that when they got on your radar?
It's been fast moving from the very beginning. It's just that when we have investigations that are as high profile as this, the police department is very careful about how much information we provide, to the general public so that we don't compromise the investigation. But from day one, there were leads, and these investigators have been on the trail of individuals that we assume were involved in this. And of course, that information was more robust in the last months.
Were Smith and Johnson mentioned on day one?
Not that I know of. I don't think I can answer that. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Do you know why they were in Indiana, specifically there?
I don't know that just yet. Do we know why? They've been all over the place. And I would assume that they were fleeing justice,
Well, as I stated earlier, there were several cities that have been searched, from Atlanta to Indianapolis, Houston, Dallas. So Justin Johnson has been very active since he's been on the run, and even more so after the reward announcement. So he never really stayed in one place very long.
Marshal Miller, Chief, I know this is a really high-profile case, a lot of interest in the community. Have you spoken with the family of Mr. And any kind of reaction from family or loved ones after this break in this case?
I can say that our staff has been very sensitive to the family, to ensure that the family is aware of various iterations in this particular case. As far as reactions, I'd be uncomfortable to say what their reactions are. I would think that they're probably relieved at this point, though.
And I know every homicide investigation is important, but
yes.
How high profile this one, what does this mean for you all? I know this has so much community interest in general. What does this mean for the hard work of law?
Well, it really speaks to the work that these guys and gals do every day, and they really do. when we have the participation of other agencies and partnerships that we've been talking about, and we also have that very critical input from the community, and as it was said, we vetted hundreds and hundreds of leads. When we get that information, we can bring cases to closure much faster. There was an awful lot of information coming into the Memphis Police Department, and we appreciate the public's trust in us to keep their information confidential so that we can bring those individuals to justice. So not just with this case, we're hoping that we continue to see that level of engagement in providing information when we have these types of cases, especially cases of violent crime.
Reading the affidavit, understanding you all had a good bit of evidence that come here, the fingerprints on the car and whatnot. Did you all, I guess, keep Smith in custody or have any idea of his connection to Justin Johnson and able to get a name like Justin Johnson?
Well, I think the case itself, there were just various iterations, various pieces of the puzzle that, you know, came in at different times that strengthened the case even more. So it wasn't an all at once, this is our guy. It was the combination of layers of information that helped to solidify that case, that that person was involved. Yes.
There was, in this case in particular, there was an enormous amount of internet sleuthing and internet detectives who were constantly shooting around false accusations. To your knowledge, did anyone else get hurt because of the sometimes inaccurate information that was being thrown from one corner of TikTok to the other?
You know, at this point, I don't think so. We don't have any information, and my staff is here, but I think I would have been made aware of any case that we thought was connected to this particular tragedy. So at this point, we don't think that there was any other individuals that were affected, you know, negatively like that.
In the carjacking of that white Mercedes Benz, I did notice that there was one other suspect in that police report. I believe Terrion Owens.
Any person that might be associated with a specific crime is a person of interest. I'm not sure at what point or what level Mr. Owens is involved in this. We're still investigating, and as we mentioned before, this may have a rippling effect. There may be more involvement and more charges in the days to come as it relates to this.
We're going to take one more question.
Marshall, I have a question. Was Justin Johnson alone in the car, or was he with someone else, and did he resist arrest?
No, he was the driver. His passenger was Shondell Barnett,
Okay.
and he's going to be facing charges of accessory after the fact. And my office will get you a photo, get a photo out today of Shondell Barnett.
All that they looking for me, that shit a lie. I done been locked up, done bailed out twice. And I ain't came and got shit. Well, they tagging Fox 13. Tell Jeremy Pierre get here too. Fuck it. I know he want to know some shit too. I've been saying a lot of shit with his ass. How the fuck they looking for me? Y'all for believe anything. Run me up, man. All that cap shit, it's gonna come to an end today. Where y'all questions at now? Cause y'all be having a lot of questions online and shit. I be seeing y'all comments. Run me the fuck up. Run me the fuck up. What's up, cuzzo? What it do? Tell them folk run me up, man. That cap shit got to come to an end today. More got y'all don't know what to believe. Shit, I wouldn't know what to believe neither. All this bullshit they been putting out. Shondell Burnett has an active warrant. Bitch, how I'm active, bitch, like y'all don't know where I'm at. I got a whole monitor, man. Come on. I got a whole monitor on my leg. How the fuck they don't know where I'm at, man? Tell them folks stop lying to y'all. What going on? What's up, CC? These folks steady lying and lying and lying, man. Tell them bitches put some respect on my name. What's up, cuz? Fuck y'all looking for me. I'm right here. Everybody like he missing. He probably dead. Bitch, I ain't dead. Fuck around with them. Get her. Tell everybody to get her, man. Tag your friend. Tag the city. Tag the whole city. How the fuck I tag Memphis? Can I tag my whole city in here? I don't even do this live shit. I need to tag Memphis City. All that cap ass shit. In case y'all was wondering, this is me live in the flesh. All is well. I ain't really been to jail. They don't want me. To this day, they still ain't. I ain't even had a fucking interrogation. How the fuck they want me? They ain't even interrogated me. So how the fuck they want me? I ain't even talked to no cop, no nothing. So how the fuck do they want me? They need to quit lying and playing these games with y'all, man. They tell y'all anything. Love you, brother. Love you too. Tell everybody to get her, man. Shit, cap as fuck. They lying, talking about the act of one and all this bullshit. But how? How? Y'all see this money talking about?
Icy is here. Too icy.
Long live Flipper, man.
You know it. Big
Somebody moved it. Yeah, I ain't seen it. No, I'm telling you, somebody already moved it.
Yeah, they moved them trucks. Oh, okay. We ain't fucking with real niggas. Yeah, oh, all my niggas. We get Trey. Real niggas. Yeah, oh, all my niggas. We get Trey.
You done said Daddy-O, you done said Mia J, you done said Key Glock, you done named
all kind of people that's involved in Dolph's assassination.
I'd have done it too, if you kids hadn't have come along. And I'd have found it if it wasn't for you snoopers. You blasted kids. Why didn't you mind your own business? Yes, and I'd have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for these blasted kids and their dogs. Blasted meddling kids. And it would have been mine if it hadn't been for those meddling kids.
And I would have made millions if it hadn't been for you meddling kids.
Meddling young fools. They've gotten away with a king's ransom. And I wish you'd have minded your own business. Well, in this case, it's police business.
You must don't pay attention to the beautiful Miss Mia J's page. Them kids don't want for nothing. Do you understand me? Their lives, even though they're without their dad, which is, may he rest in peace, which is horrible. But he made sure his kids will be well taken care of no matter what happens to him, what happens to, and thank God Miss Mia J is still here to take care of those beautiful children, but he made sure that they were straight. No, I'm sorry.
We're not supposed to give from the GoFundMe to the children. That didn't make any sense. However, we do give back to the Ida Mae Foundation. You might want to look it up. It's a very serious foundation. It's a foundation that was started by Dolph, actually.
If you know who Item A is, retard.
We give back to the Item A Foundation all the time, honestly. We give charitable donations.